Coming up on this rain-soaked edition of Sports Extra. The Heels proved that the luck of the Irish is nothing but a hoax on the diamond.
The football team got this work during the weekend as the era of Mac Brown is officially upon us.
And rain couldn't stop the women's lacrosse team from making waves on the field.
All that and so much more. Sports Extra starts
right now.
From the University of North Carolina School of Media and Journalism, covering the full range of Tar Heel athletics. This is Sports Extra.
In a weekend of non-stop rain and triumphant returns by a certain golfer named after an animal, we have a lot to talk about this week. Welcome to Sports Extra. I'm Elena Pirtle.
And I'm Jilly Kuhn. Tiger donning the green jacket was a welcome sight for many, almost as welcome as seeing football in Keenan once again. But we start with baseball.
The Diamond Heels took a trip to South Bend to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, fighting for first place in the Coastal Division. In Game 1, it would be all Heels. They got things started early with this double by Michael Bush that scored 1 run, and just one batter later, Aaron Sabato hits his 9th homer of the season to make it 3-0 Heels. In the top of the second, Sabato would hit it deep again, getting a double off the wall to put the Heels up 5-1. Later in the same inning, Dylan Harris hits a 2-run bomb that makes it 8-1 Heels. In the top of the 4th, Danny Soretti would hit his first collegiate home run as the Heels take the 10-1 victory on the road. In Game 2, Carolina's Michael Bush hits a home run to right field. It was Bush's 8th home run of the season. Later in the first, Brandon Martirano sends one over the fence to push UNC's lead to 4-0. In the second inning, Dylan Enweiler hits the ball to the left side out of the park for the dinger to extend the lead to 6-0. In the bottom of the 9th, Joey Lancelotti gave the Heels a shutdown presence and tossed a scoreless frame to seal the 13-6 win for Carolina. Heels take the series. In Game 3, neither team scored in the first 3 innings. Then UNC's Danny Soretti hit an RBI single that allowed Michael Bush to score in the top of the 4th. Bush hit a long solo home run to regain the lead for Carolina in the top of the 6th inning. With 2 outs in the top of the 9th, Caleb Roberts hits a soft single up the middle, giving Will Schroeder a chance to round third and use his speed to get home before the throw to tie the game. In the bottom of the 9th, with the bases loaded, Notre Dame hits an RBI single to deep left to win this one 4-3, avoiding the sweep. With Sunday's loss, the Heels remain second in the Coastal Division, right behind Georgia Tech, who Heels lost to last weekend in Atlanta. In order for Carolina to take the lead in the standings, they'll need to win the weekend series against BC and hope that Virginia Tech can claim at least 2 wins against Georgia Tech in that series.
The skies weren't the only thing raining down this weekend as UNC softball's matchup with third-ranked Florida State turned into a home run derby. Senior day for 4 of Carolina's starters didn't start out exactly how they wanted. The Seminole defense was active early on, making a great double play off of that bat from Christina Burkhart. The Tar Heels wouldn't score until the 4th inning, and some miscommunications on defense allowed FSU to build up a 4-0 lead in the process. Brittany Pickett sparked Carolina's offense by slamming a home run in the bottom of the 4th, putting the Heels in striking distance. UNC showed signs of life, but the Noles dominated down the stretch and spoiled Carolina's senior day, winning 8-6. The teams are currently taking part in a doubleheader. We'll keep you updated about that on our social media pages, so be sure to follow us to stay in the know.
Coming off a road loss last week, the number 18 Tar Heels took on 11th-ranked Syracuse on Senior Day on Saturday. Syracuse struck first before the Tar Heels went on a 6-goal run to take a 6-2 lead in the second quarter. But the Orange came back strong to tie the game at 7-all before the half. It was all Cuse in the third quarter. The Orange outscored the Heels 4-0, and that proved to be the difference in the game. Syracuse outlasted the Heels 12-9, dropping North Carolina to 7-5 overall and 1-2 in the ACC. The Tar Heels finished their regular season this Saturday at Notre Dame. The men's program says goodbye to 13 seniors, 2 of whom really showed out during their careers. Andy Matthews reached 70 career assists, and Timmy Kelly reached a career goal total of 66.
The UNC women's lacrosse team took on Syracuse under the pouring rain here at Chapel Hill. It was the last home game for the senior Heels as they welcomed the third-ranked Orange. Freshman Taylor Wareheim stepped up as she tied her season high with 4 goals. She receives this pass and lets loose. Tar Heels goalie Taylor Moreno was a key for the Carolina defense, making 12 saves throughout the game. She completely shut out Syracuse attackers with this incredible save at the end of the first half. Senior Kara Klages was on point as she racks up her third goal on her senior day. Heels win 11-5. Coach Jenny Levy didn't mind the rain.
Actually, I love a day like today. I think, all right, let's see how we're going to handle it. We have a team that a lot of players are playing for the first time, in season, and to go through some challenges like we had with the weather today, I think is a great opportunity to get used to it.
The women's program will soon say goodbye to great players like Gianna Bowe and Kara Klages, but the Heels hope there's a lot of tournament action before that. Carolina will travel to Duke for the last regular season game this Friday.
Jenny Levy has been at the helm of the Carolina women's lacrosse program for 24 years and has guided the program to 2 national titles. Alazne Iguis says the iconic coach is out for a third.
She's UNC's first and only women's lacrosse head coach. Jenny Levy founded the program in 1994 and has been leading the Heels ever since. Levy took the job because she loves being part of a team and helping players such as Jamie Ortega reach their full potential.
I think that she helps a lot of us, and myself including, build confidence and just knowing that we're not alone. She's there for us, our teammates are there for us, and just making us know that we're here for a reason, and everything's hard you do in life, but that's part of life. It's not always going to be easy, but there's such big rewards out of hard work.
Levy teaches this by example. After 18 seasons, she finally won her first national championship.
I certainly thought I'd get there faster. When it happened, we played an amazing game against Maryland and won in 5 overtimes, and that team in particular was unbelievable. It wasn't a perfect season, but that game was perfect in every way.
She won her second national championship in 2016. This year's team is defending ACC champion for the 3rd consecutive year. But for Levy, it's not all about winning.
At the end of the day, she's a really good human who cares a lot about her team, individual success for her team post-college, and is always there to help support the alumni as well.
Levy is also the 4th coach in the history of women's lacrosse to win a national championship as a coach and as a player. Her dedication to the program has made it a powerhouse in women's lacrosse.
My core values have remained the same: hard work, passion, energy and enthusiasm. I'm a happy person and I love to come to work every day, so having my team reflect that type of attitude is really important to me.
The athletics department has extended Levy's contract to 2023, and she says she'll continue coaching as long as the job keeps challenging her. In Chapel Hill, Alazne Iguis reporting.
The Heels have moved up to 3rd in the nation, headed into the ACC and NCAA tournaments.
Jenny Levy and the women's lacrosse team know a little something about winning national championships.
But it was another women's team that received their national championship rings on Saturday.
Label me.
You know you want to.
Don't be shy.
You do it behind my back.
So say it to my face.
You don't know me. You know what I am?
I'm a pitcher.
I'm a striker.
I'm a point guard.
I'm a linebacker.
I'm a setter.
Shortstop.
High jumper.
Wrestler.
Defender.
Goalie.
Student.
Student athletes.
That's who we are.
Was officially the return of the MAC on Saturday as Carolina took part in its annual spring game at Kenan Stadium. The game was split into 2 halves with 35 plays each as Team Carolina took on Team Tar Heels. Early in the first half, Cade Fortin looked for Rontavious Groves, but Patrice Renee had other plans as he swatted it out of the sky. One of the stars of the afternoon was Carl Tucker, who had 2 catches for 89 yards, including this one from quarterback Jace Reuter. The big play of the afternoon came from Sam Howell, who unleashed this deep throw to Roscoe Johnson, who hauled in the touchdown for Carolina. The game ended with Noah Ruggles booting the game-winning 47-yard field goal. Carolina beats the Tar Heels 24-10. It's no secret that hockey is a rough sport. And it's not only the players who are tough. The managers behind the scenes hold the same mentality. Naomi Ishimura introduces us to one of the hardest working members of the hockey team, and she doesn't wear skates.
Behind any sports teams, there's always family, coaches, and staff supporting the players. Melissa Tomzak volunteers as the head of marketing for the UNC Ice Hockey Club.
I do a lot of the social media, so I do mostly the Instagram is a big part of it, the Facebook, the Twitter. I run all of that. I'm in charge of that. I make graphics to post. I take pictures a lot.
She also contributes to every little thing that needs to be done for the Ice Hockey Club to compete, from getting national anthem singers to the games to communicating with the NHL Hurricanes.
Anywhere where I can help, or if I think of something that I think needs to be done, I just tell the coach, hey, I'm going to take care of this. I also help a lot with promotional stuff, so making flyers and printing out flyers and handing them out and stuff like that, anything to try to get people to come to the games.
Melissa has built strong relationships with the players. Captain Andrew Jordan appreciates having Melissa on the team.
Everything that happens is because of Melissa. She's there first one in, last one out all the time. Work ethic, like I've never seen before. She's awesome.
Her behind-the-scenes work isn't always apparent, unlike the players who can score and celebrate during the games, but her passion for the team has made a big impact on the players and fans.
Because I love hockey and I want to help promote the team and I want to help promote the sport, especially since we're in the South and it's not very popular here. So yeah, my main thing is I mostly just I love hockey, so.
She hopes her love for ice hockey will help spread ice hockey fever across the UNC campus. In Chapel Hill, I'm Naomi Ishimura reporting.
Tomzak is someone I would definitely love to have in my corner.
The top-ranked women's tennis team in the country, the UNC Tar Heels, put their perfect conference record on the line this weekend in a pair of road matches. The #1 women's tennis team beat Georgia Tech on Friday 4-1 to clinch a share of the ACC regular season title. The Heels have won 16 straight and are 13-0 in ACC play. Carolina has now gone 26 straight matches without dropping the doubles point. Make it 17 straight because on Sunday the team finished up its undefeated ACC play by defeating Virginia Tech 7-0. With this win, the Heels secure the top seed in the ACC championship later this week. This is the Heels' 6th regular season title in the past 7 years.
The men's team didn't fare as well in an away match against one of the top teams in the country. The 9th-ranked Heels took on the 5th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers in men's tennis on Friday in a top 10 ACC battle. Carolina fell to Virginia 4-2, dropping to 16-5 and 8-3 in the ACC. North Carolina's track team competed down the road in the Aggie Invitational, looking for some NCAA qualifying performances. Redshirt junior Nicole Green continues to make her mark at Carolina by bringing home her 4th first-place finish of the season in the high jump with a distance of 1.82 meters. The ACC championships are coming up in early May.
Come true for all athletes. For the UNC field hockey team, the realization of that dream just got a lot sweeter. The players received their national championship rings on Saturday at Karen Shelton Stadium. The rings commemorate an incredible season for the Heels that resulted in the program's 7th national championship. UNC never lost on its way to the championship, finishing with a perfect record of 23-0. With the whole team assembled, it's hard not to admire the golden glory for the gold standard of Carolina athletics. And now joining us in the studio is the woman with 7 rings herself, Coach Karen Shelton. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure to be here.
You and the team got your rings on Saturday. Congratulations, first of all. Are there any other awards or memorabilia coming your way?
Well, the girls got their jerseys as well, but we're getting another ring in late April. This one that you just saw is a signet ring. It's more wearable. The gaudy ring is coming at the end of April.
Awesome. You guys are coming off of one of, if not the most successful seasons in the program's history. How are you preparing for next season, and how do you feel about the team you have going into the year?
Well, I love this team going in. We're coming off the spring season where we work very hard on fundamental skills. We basically try and raise the platform of the team so that everybody gets better. And I feel good about the group. They're working hard. We lose 3 starters from last year's team, and we have a good recruiting class coming in. So I expect to have another nice run.
Awesome. And going back-to-back is an extremely difficult thing to accomplish. Is that your plan right now? And if so, how do you plan to get there?
Well, it's always our plan to win all the games. So we take them one at a time, and we go into every game thinking that we can win it. And that's our goal. And sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't. In this last year, the particular team was so good. I think this next year's team has a strong team culture, and we'll give it a go.
Tell us a little bit of the mindset of defense wins championships.
Absolutely. You know, I'm somewhat defensive-minded as a coach, and we believe in the power of team defense. So we believe that when we have the ball, everybody's on attack, but when we don't have the ball, everybody's on defense. And if you don't give up a goal, that's 0-0. You never lose a 0-0 game.
Awesome. Well, that's Coach Karen Shelton in the studio today. Thanks so much for your time, Coach, and best of luck next season.
Thank you so much.
Coming up, a special reveal. Coach Shelton and the team had one of the most impressive seasons in the history of Tar Heel athletics.
We'll give you a look at this squad's place in the history books.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Connor is struggling in school.
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. This is what it feels like for kids with learning and attention issues. Redirecting to understood.org.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
On Saturday, Sports Extra showed the field hockey team the trailer for a film that will come out in the fall, documenting the 2018 championship season. Here's the trailer.
Smolinars misses, and the Connecticut Huskies are headed to the national championship game.
This is the start of 2018.
Huffman keeps it. Huffman back over, wide open shot. Oh, knocked in there by the Tar Heels.
You know, none of it's going to come easy. You got to work every game.
We're not losing, let alone away, but on this field, we're defending our home.
Everyone on that field was bought into being a brick wall on defense.
Coach always says defense wins championships. So if you don't let any goals in, you can't lose.
And that will do it. North Carolina moves to 15-0.
Our coach is known for taking risks, and I love that. And we love that as a team. I think we bought into it.
In a program like ours, if you get to the Final Four, you've had a good year. You know, top 4 in the country, making it to the show. That's a good year, and you can relax and then try and win it. But if you don't go in our program, that's not one of our best years. And so, you know, the pressure is on.
That was just an absolutely incredible goal from Aline Everett.
Let's set it up. Here's a shot, and that's a goal. Centering pass, Matson shot. Carolina gonna get on the board first. Drag flick and a wonderful goal.
We're not gonna lose. We're here to make our mark. We were like, this is gonna be our year.
We were just relaxed and confident in the fact that we were going to win, and we knew that.
But this was probably the easiest coaching job we've ever had.
And our slogan this year was with each other, for each other. So no matter what you're doing, you have the team and in the back of your mind.
Well, I've seen that trailer several times now, and each time is just as good as the first. That's great work by our producer, Adrian Walker. Julie, you're also working on this documentary. How excited are you?
So excited. We're still editing through it. I'm piecing together some of the games. It's definitely going to be really rewarding when it all comes together in the fall.
Yeah, big things coming for the School of Media and Journalism. That's going to do it for this edition of Sports Extra.
We'll see you next time.